Hi there. Welcome onto this tutorial. And today, what you're seeing there is what we'll be creating. I used some couple of programs, it's mostly Blender and Adobe AfterFX only to achieve this kind of thing. So I hope you'll enjoy this tutorial. We're gonna be starting off in Blender, and later on we'll just come on to Adobe AfterFX and do some final compositing. So it's a really good tutorial if you be considering like making some kind of title sequences. And I use the texture that I'll upload it, and the link will be in the description. So just let's hope we will all enjoy this tutorial. Okay, so as you see, we have to I'm gonna start a new project. This is the default view that you get in Blender, so I'm gonna quickly delete that. We don't gonna need that. And what I'm gonna add is I'm gonna add a text. Okay, so I'm gonna say add text. That's it. Now what I still want to do is I want to go to the side view by clicking 3 in the numpad, and I'm gonna rotate this by 90 degrees, which that's awful. I'm gonna do a minus 90 degrees. Okay, so we have this. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to go and click tab so that it will bring it in edit mode, and I want to hit this font object delta here, and what I'll do is I'll come here and click on center so that the text on the center of the cursor, or the dot that represent the center of the text, which most of the time is called the pivot. Okay, so after that I'm just gonna have to edit my text and put whatever I want. So I can write something like let's say tutorial. I want something like a tutorial. Okay, and I'm gonna hit tab and it will go back to object mode. Now from here there are still some couple of things to do, like extrusion. So what I'll do is you want to come here in into your panels, and you have to find something extrude. So this one. So I'm gonna extrude this in something like 0.25. Okay, that's kind of cool, though it's kind of long. So let's say I'll do something like 0.1. Yeah, that's awesome. Now you wanna add a bit of details. You don't want it to be just like this. So what I'm gonna have to do is you wanna play around with the maybe depth, and yeah, depth I'm gonna put like of 0.02 or 0.01, and the resolution. Now in the part of the resolution, it adds more of the quality in the text. So you wanna keep the resolution up, and as you see it, the quality of it is kind of rising. That's cool. So I can increase the depth just a bit, somewhere like there. Okay, that's all right. Now after I'm done here, I just want to do some couple of things. As you see, this is how it's look, and you don't want your render file to be in that kind of position. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to side view and select the camera and click Alt and R so that we can reset the rotation. Now I want to go into top view by clicking 7 in the numpad, and I'm gonna grab this onto the x-axis and put it right through there. Okay, so again I'm going to return onto the side view by clicking 3, and I'm gonna grab this. Oh wait, I'll take this one and move it up. So you want to keep it somewhere like there. Okay, so I'm gonna take I'm gonna click the color and click on 0 so that you can see. Click on R, then X, so that you rotate into the X-axis, and you just wanna fit it somewhere where you want it to like be seen. So for me, I'm gonna take that one. That's perfect. So like if you take a quick render, you'll see how that looks. It's not that kind of awesome yet, but you will reach there. Okay. So what I'm gonna do again is now it's a matter of lighting. Let's set up the light system. So you want to select the default lamp that in the default Blender file, it's kind of there. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to click a Hemi. I want a Hemi light. So you just want to like click again Alt R to reset its rotation, and you want to grab this somewhere like there and rotate it onto the X-axis, put it somewhere on the text. Okay, hit on 7 again. You wanna grab this right through here so it's in the center. Okay, that's kind of cool. If let's preview that. Yeah, that's a bit cool. Okay, so the next thing I want to add about details is that I want to add ambient occlusion. So I'm gonna go onto the world and I'm gonna add ambient occlusion. Okay, so the factor here, if you click on add, if you put add, the text will become all white, and that's not cool. So I'm gonna add something multiply. So by putting multiply, it regains its the same color of its material, but the ambient occlusion is like it's overlaid in there. So as you can see, the changes that you kind of have with the ambient occlusion, it adds the original shadows that might have appeared there on the scene. Okay, so the next thing I want to do to improve is I want to increase the samples of this so that the shadow of created by the occlusion is gonna have a high quality, because if you see it right now, it's a bit noisy. So I'm gonna put the samples to something like 10. Okay, and let's have a quick preview. Okay, as you can see now, the quality has improved, and that's very nice. Okay, so the next thing again I want to do is I want to create another light. Okay, so I'm gonna add light. Let's say I'll use this one. Add, go to lamp, and add a point light. Okay, so with this point light, what I'm gonna have to do is like I'm gonna create the glow that it's in the down. As you see, like lights like there's a blue light on this 3D project here, on this 3D text. So to add that blue is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this point light. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go back here and select the light, go to the light there panel, and I'm gonna set its color to something bluish. Okay, so like that one. That's kind of nice. Okay, so if you render out, you can see like there is some kind of a blue light down there. Okay, so but let's line it properly so that it's being seen very nicely. Okay, let's have again a quick preview and see what that brings up. Okay, that's kind of cool, but not cool yet. So again, to do this, let's increase something here. Let's put its energy to like 1.5. Okay, or let's say 3. Now you wanna render it out and let's see if it has a little bit of effect. Yeah, now that's cool. That's very cool. And again, what will help like improve to see the effect very nicely is if I'm gonna go to world and change the horizon color to complete black. Okay, so if I render again, you want to see like there's a light down there, a blue light, which again we're gonna have to come here and match it with our flare. Okay, so that's cool. Now the next phase is that we're going to be starting to do materializing, which it's a very good part. So I'm going to go to the material tab, and I'm going to add, let's create just a new one. Okay, so this is a default material on this text. Now I'm going to go to texture, and I'm going to select text, which say is a default texture, and type, I'm going to go to type and click image or movie. So that way we can assign an image which you have most of the time is a texture. So I have these textures here, and last time the one I used was this one, HAL 8. So I'm gonna use HAL 8, open the image. So this is a texture that will be assigned to this material, and as you can see, it's now there. So if I render, you're gonna see that it has that, but it's not like already aligned very well. Okay, so you might want to hit a play or something. Okay, so now what follows is I'm gonna go back to texture, and what I want to do is I want to select the coordinates in object, and the object I'm going to select text. Okay, so that way the coordinates of the texture are mapped out according to the object itself. So if now I render, you might see that it's a bit different now, and that's a bit cool. Okay, so you might want to increase the size, but I'm not gonna do that. That's if you want to add like more of quality in there. Okay, so now still this isn't that good. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna go to the node editor. Okay, and select the material which we assigned there. Most of the time I like to use the texture. Okay, and you want to click use nodes. Now here is where everything cool happens in the material world in Blender. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this checker, and I wanna add on the input. I wanna click onto an image. Okay, so I wanna select there and select my HAL 8 image, and this one now we'll assign it as the color. Okay, that will be the color. Now another thing that I might want to do is I might want to create an emboss image of this one, so that I can get the normal for this one. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to use Adobe After Effects. Okay, so let's get back here a bit. I'm going to set up a new composition and call that emboss. Okay, now, oh shit, okay, sorry, what I want to do is I want to put the HAL 8 and drop it in there, and I'm going to create a new comp from that image. Okay, so we'll have something like this one. Now what I want to create is I want to select effects and preset. Okay, so you want to search something emboss. Okay, so stylize, and you put there emboss, drop it in there. Now that can be used as the normal, but still I want to do something else. I like to colorize it a bit, so I'm gonna go to something like hue and saturation, and now you're gonna hit colorize, and I like that that a bit of a blue, so that it's kind of a blue. Let's see, yeah, somewhere like, yeah, that's cool. Okay, so after that I'm gonna hit composition, save frame as a file. Okay, so it's a Photoshop file and I don't want that, so I'm gonna just add that onto the render queue, and I'm gonna choose I'm gonna choose a JPEG sequence. Okay, and that's okay. Format options, the quality is very good, and I'm gonna render it and say something like HAL 8 normal. Okay, and I'm gonna save it onto the where the textures are, and save that. And I just wanna have to take a quick render. Okay, it's done. Okay, now I wanna go back to Blender and add input an image. Okay, so I'm gonna click open, go to the texture, and I'm gonna select HAL 8 normal. Now this is the image that's there right now, and I'm gonna put that onto normal. So to see, or something that concludes that there is a normal channel there, is as you see this one has changed, and the part where there is like displacement, you see like there is a bit of specularity, and that shows that the normal has worked. So go back to 3D view and click 0 to bring it into to view from the camera, hit F12. So this is what we have right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do again is I'm gonna go to right here onto the influence, put the normal up. Okay, and you wanna put the specularity a bit. So the normal, you wanna put something like 20, like of 20. Render it out. That's way too high. Okay, so put something like 10. Render it out. Still, that's high. So I'm just gonna have to say, let's get back to 5. So let's put colon 5. Yeah, that's okay. That's very okay. So still there's something else I want to add. Okay, so you want to go to material and put the emit a bit, so let's say like of 0.5, and increase its translucency. Okay, so this is what we have. Now let's get back to texture, and you want to go to mapping and put this onto cube. Okay, so if you preview that again, this that's way better. That's very nice. Okay, it's very nice. Okay, so what's just left, I think, is just to render it out, and we get the final image and put it back onto After Effects for final compositing. So I might play with the size so as to get like a very nice 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 position of the texture that you want. That looks very nice. That looks very nice. But I'm gonna have to I'll go back and I'll go back on the influence and bring this normal down a bit, like 1/12. No, that's okay. It's very okay. Okay, so yeah, so right now what's left is just rendering. So I'm gonna come here. I had this preset, it was a 4K, but for this one I'll just do a 1080p pixel. Okay, it's like that, and I'm gonna choose a PNG file and put RGB, which in RGBA, which has the what, the alpha channel on. Okay, so I'm gonna go here in the project files. I'm just gonna create a new directory and call that tutorial. Okay, now in there I'm gonna put that, so tutorial, and just click accept. Perfect. So I think this ready for the final rendering. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna have to hit render. So it's render. Okay, I'm just gonna pause Yeah, it has finished already. Okay, so I've loaded the tutorial file here onto AfterFX. So I'm gonna drop it into a new composition, and I'm gonna now create a new solid, call that flare, make it size, click OK. Now I'm gonna use this plugin called Optical Flares. It is created by Video Copilot, which I'm pretty sure you might well know. It's a really cool plugin for like a studio of you can customize the flares in every kind of way that you want. Okay, so it's a very good plugin. I really appreciate it. So in the what I want to do is I want to go to the preview background layer and click onto the tutorial image that we just rendered from Blender. Now I want to change its mode, transfer mode, to add. Okay, so just want to position it a bit somewhere like there, and now what's left is I'm going to click onto options, and it's going to bring its optical flare panel. Okay, so from here I can create my flare. Okay, I'm gonna show the background so that as to see how it will appear. Now I'm not gonna like teach you how to use optical flares, because I'm pretty sure if you bought the product, there are some very good tutorials in there that will keep you going. So I created this flare and I called it Wicker Flare. Okay, so you just want to position it somewhere like you may put it somewhere like here, like what I did with this final image. Okay, or you can just take it somewhere like there. That's okay. Okay, and you wanna click OK. So it's gonna get back here. Now still there are a couple of things to do. What I'm gonna have to do again is I'm gonna go to new and create a new adjustment layer, and call that color correction. Okay, now in there I'm gonna go to color correction and add curves, and let's add a bit of contrast. Okay, that's cool. Just a bit. Yeah, somewhere like there. And I'm gonna go to the red channel and reduce it a bit, the red channel. So find a position that's well. Okay, somewhere like there. And I'm gonna go to the green channel, put it up a bit, just a bit. Okay, and go to the blue channel. The blue channel, yeah, reduce it a bit. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, I don't wanna mess up with the alpha, so I'm just gonna align it there. Okay, now the other thing I wanna add is go to color correction, tint. It's gonna be like all black and white, and put its value to somewhere like 43. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. So once again, I want to thank you for being with us onto this very good tutorial, and that's all I can say right now. Thanks.